looking to work online, eventually full-time or even part-time, despite the fact that you already have a physical job, you are in luck, because 2022 is the year where online jobs opportunities are going to bloom even more than they were before. And if you're looking to transition to working online, whether it's full-time or part-time, it's important for you to know that it's actually possible to earn a full income on an online job. And if you want to work part-time, it's okay. It's also possible for you to earn a full income working online in 2022. But the key here is knowing how you can turn your one-time clients into repeated buyers and repeated clients who will be willing to work with you on a longer term basis. This is what we're going to learn in this video. Specifically, what are the strategies that you should use, you should put in use, the top 3 things that you should really focus on if you want to turn your one-time clients into full-time paying clients when it comes to working online and eventually learn a massive income. Stay tuned for this video. I am Clementine Afana, but you can call me Dr. Clem, and I help people with a 9-to-5 get started working online so that they can achieve their dreams and experience financial freedom and independence. And the reason I do this is because I truly believe that your dreams are worth it, your dreams are valuable, and your dreams should be achieved. But one of the reasons why you are probably not making the biggest move on your dreams is because you don't have the funds to be able to support your dreams. And I'm confident that working online is one of the best ways this year for you to be able to maximize your income, invest in your dreams, and live a fulfilling life. Now, if you are looking to work online full-time or even eventually transition to working online despite the fact that you currently have a full-time job right now, it's important for you to already think about strategies in which you are going to be able to keep your income ongoing. Now, one of the true things about working online, either as a remote worker or as a freelancer, is that at the beginning, you are not always going to get a steady income. And that is one of the reasons why, if you have a full-time job, I do not recommend you quitting your full-time job unless you have found something online that is going to pay you consistently for at least 6 months. The online world is exciting, and a lot of people are talking about, being a digital nomad and, working remotely from the comfort of your home. But physical jobs still afford you a certain level of safety and security, and I wouldn't advise transitioning fully into an online job unless you have that freedom and security. And gratefully for me and for my students, a lot of my students who are currently working online, either full-time or part-time, have been able to land extremely successful online jobs where they are working, consistently, they are earning a consistent income. Some of them have even dropped their physical jobs wherever they are working because they really realize what the earning potential was when it comes to working online. And that is also what I want for you, to be able to maximize your earning potential, maximize your time, maximize your contributions, and really load up that bank account with a lot of money that is going to be helpful to fulfill your dreams here on earth and to impact other people. So what are the strategies that you should be using, at least either now or in the future, depending on where you are? What are strategies that you should be using for you to eventually convert one-time clients into long-term paying clients, for you to be able to land longer term contracts online and eventually, make massive income? Number 1, communication. Now, I know that this might sound extremely basic and maybe extremely simple, but communication is critical when it comes to working online. The fact that clients are not able to see you in person or physically, or not able to barge into your office to ask what XYZ, is one of the biggest barriers for people to work remotely. And that is also one of the biggest pet peeves for employers or clients when it comes to working online. They need to know that as a remote worker or as a freelancer, you know how to communicate. And I can already tell you that if you go to an online job interview, if you pitch yourself to an online client, and at the beginning of the project you actually communicate very well, then most likely, like 9 out of 10 of the cases, they're going to want to keep you on board on a long-term basis, because freelancers and remote workers who communicate very well are very hard to find. So if you are one of them, or if you work on your communication skills, then that is going to give you an added plus, a bonus compared to your competition. The second thing that you want to work on, the second skill you want to build, or the second asset you want to offer when it comes to landing long-term clients or turning your one-time clients into long-term clients, is being able to bundle your skills. In a previous video, I explained that the remote workforce is going to become more competitive and clients are also going to become more demanding. But that's not a challenge, it's actually an opportunity. And it means that if you come with not just one but two skills that are within the same category, you are automatically more competitive than the person who came with only one skill. Let me give you an example. Let's say that a client hire you to be able to write one article for a website, right? Or maybe 5 articles for a website they are launching. The project is a one-time project where you have to write 5 articles and you are probably going to be paid $200 or $300 US for the 5 articles that you are writing, depending on the word count. So that's what they're going to pay you. Now, if you want that client to be a repeated client, right? You know that this client has a website and they are launching a website, and you know that for a website to be successful, then it needs to continuously have activity. It needs to have a lot more articles produced over the time, but the client only contracted you for one set of 5 articles to start with. Now, if you want to land that client on a long-term basis, what you're going to do as a savvy remote worker and as a savvy freelancer, and knowing that Dr. Clem coached you, at least in part, you're going to try to look into ways in which you can work with this client on a longer-term basis. You're going to ask yourself, what else would a website want? Maybe this client is going to need website articles every week. Can I propose articles every week, for a specific package? Or maybe in addition to the articles, the client will want articles that can actually be optimized for search engines. So maybe I can learn a search engine optimization skill, or maybe I can take a certification to be better at search engine optimization. So when I write articles, the articles have a higher value and a higher rate of likelihood of being found online, which is an added skill and an added benefit that I'm giving to this client. So essentially here, the goal is to find ways in which you can bundle your skills and make yourself more marketable for the clients, because guess what? Clients are going to be looking for people who can offer them a lot more. No clients will want to hire like 10 different people on their team, to do 10 different things. No, if you alone you can do 3 or 4 things, you already position yourself at a higher level compared to everybody else, and you are more likely to work with that client on a long-term basis. The third thing that you need to do for you to be able to work with online clients on a long-term basis and therefore maximize your online earning potential is over-deliver. Now, the common saying of under-promising and over-deliver is true, and even truer when it comes to working online. Listen, the digital marketplace is already challenging enough in the sense that clients don't generally trust people that they work with unless they have had a positive experience with them and they decide to really continue. But the truth is, when a client decides to hire a freelancer or a remote worker, the chances of that person actually being successful is less than 50%. Yes, it's not 50-50. It's less than 50%, because whatever you present in your online job applications is, yes, a complete and seemingly well put together package, but the client is actually going to know whether or not you can do what you said you're going to do when you are on the project, right? It's almost like if you want to hire somebody to do a project for you, they have all these great reviews, they have these great portfolios, they have these great recommendation letters, but then you're actually going to testify as to whether or not they are good at their job or as excellent as they are claimed to be when they are on the job, no matter what the recommendations, no matter what the degrees say. So what you really want to do when it comes to landing an online job is really over deliver for your clients. You want to go the extra mile. You want to really find ways in which you can make yourself be memorable for the client, and the best way for doing that is going the extra mile, showing that you care about the project. Think to yourself, what else can I do for this project? What else can I contribute? How else can I make this better? Okay, those things make a mental mark in the client's head, and the next time they're going to have a similar project, you are going to be the first person in mind. And the more they hire you, the more they work for you, the more they work with you, the more they become a long-term client for you. I share all these amazing tips and strategies with all my signature students, and my next cohort is going to be on starting in April 2022. I teach a signature course called Making Money Online for Beginners, where I teach you all the strategies that you need to know for you to be able to land your first online job, even if you have never worked online before. That is for you if you currently have a 9-to-5 and you're looking to supplement your income, or if you want to earn more in addition to what you're doing, or even if you are looking to transition into remote work and online work on a long-term basis. The course reopens in April 2022, and if you want to be one of the first people to know when it reopens, make sure that you sign up on the wait list. The link is included in the description of this video. Take care and see you in the next video.